detailed product lineup. I'm gonna be washing this Mclaren with their products and show you guys how they all work. So we have the wash and wax. This can be used in a foam cannon or a bucket. Quick detailer for in between washes, but can also be used after the wash to clean streaks from the water and whatnot. We have all-purpose cleaner and rubber, vinyl, and plastic. I'm gonna use both the foam cannon as well as the bucket method. A 5-gallon bucket only requires 2 ounces. It's about 2 capfuls. This, same thing, we'll put 2 ounces into it and then fill it with water. All right, so obviously before using the wash and wax in the car, we're gonna get it wet. We're gonna try and rinse as much dust off as possible. All right guys, so you can see I rinsed the car off. I'm gonna hook up the foam cannon and show you how this wash and wax works. When using the foam cannon, I always start at the top. I do the whole car, but starting at the top to allow the soap to bring the dirt, grease, and whatever else is on your paint from the top to the bottom. From here, I'll grab a wash mitt and use the bucket and do the same. Start at the top and work my way down. Sometimes you just need a sip of Celsius. And this is a smaller car, so just a little bit of this soap actually goes a long way. And guys, the reason for starting at the top and working your way down is because the top of the car is typically way less dirty than the bottom. So this keeps your mitt clean, prevents scratching and micro scratching and things like that. And then the last step I do with the mitt is the very lower parts with the side skirts and the front bumpers. This is gonna get your mitt the dirtiest, so you wanna make sure you do this at the very last. Well, it's still wet. I'm gonna use this all-purpose cleaner. I'm gonna spray it on the tires. I have a hard bristled brush. This should clean the tires up really nicely. Well, I still have the hose out before starting to dry the car. I'm gonna use our all-purpose cleaner on this mat. It's WeatherTech. It's in pretty rough shape. This is the first step before using our rubber vinyl plastic. This is more of a dressing that's gonna go on top of this to really bring out the shine. This all-purpose cleaner is gonna really help clean it. All right, I'm gonna set this aside and let it dry. Obviously, I'm not making a professional 10-point detail how-to video here. Just showing you how our new products, how they work, and how just a simple, easy wash can make your car look so shiny, so good. It really doesn't take that much time at all. I want to point out as well that our wash and wax can be used in the bucket or in the cannon that I hooked up to the hose there. It also can be used in the foam cannon you hook up to a high pressure washer. That would make it very foamy, a lot more foamy than you saw here. That worked really well because the product itself works super well. But if you want that really thick foam, using it with the pressure washer would be ideal. All right, check it out. Red circle pad, which is a foam pad. I'm gonna use this pad with our rubber, vinyl, and plastic dressing on the tires. As you can see, the tires clean up pretty well from the all-purpose cleaner. Just to get some shine, we're gonna use this rubber, vinyl, and plastic. I prefer to spray it on the pad and then wipe on the tires. For a much more glossy look, you can spray this directly on the tires and wipe the residue off the wheel. This can also be applied with just a microfiber rag. I prefer the foam pad. It gets the grease a little bit better, but a microfiber would work just as well. Hey, follow me to the back, man. This product can be used on anything that's in the name, obviously. Rubber, vinyl, and plastic. This particular car doesn't really have that much plastic, vinyl, or rubber trim anywhere. But it works very well on the tires, as you can see, and on your guys' trucks, vehicles of any sort, really. Bed rails is one section that this works very well on. Our quick detailer product is really cool because, like I said earlier, it can be used between washes. I'll also use it after a wash. As you can see from drying, get some watermarks in some places. Super easy to use, quick spray, wipe on, wipe off. If your car is just a little dusty between washes, it works as just basically a quick waterless wash. One really important thing to remember when washing your car, especially a dark colored vehicle, is washing it in direct sunlight makes your life way more difficult than it needs to be. Direct sunlight dries the chemicals, even water, faster than you can actually get to wiping it down. But if you could do it either inside, in a shady area, somewhere that it doesn't get so hot, a lot less work for you. All right, I'm gonna grab all-purpose cleaner as well as our rubber, vinyl, and plastic cleaner. We're gonna head to the interior of this car. Well, I was gonna use this car as an example on how to use some of these products interior-wise. However, it's really clean in here, so we're gonna actually go out to my truck. A lot better of a vehicle to give you an example on because it's definitely not as clean as Mike's Mclaren. All right, so as an example, the center console has some dust, some probably spilt soda. I mean, I don't know. It's not clean. So I'm going to use our all-purpose cleaner. I'm going to spray it pretty generously in there, and then just using a microfiber rag. You can use this all-purpose cleaner on leather as well. Once that's done, we'll get a new dry rag with our rubber, vinyl, plastic. Clean rag. Again, taking your time, making sure you get all the surfaces. It looks a lot better. This is pretty gross. It's dog hair, probably more pop spilt, pretty much anything from day to day. You know, your car just gets dirty over time. So this is another area. I'm gonna use our all-purpose cleaner. This is not a finishing product, this is a cleaning product, so it'll clean everything that's sticky, any sort of residue. This is not only making it look good, but it's actually cleaning it and killing germs as well. Obviously, I have a dog, and there's dog hair everywhere, so my last step in detailing an interior with the dog is to get high-pressured air and blow it into pretty much all these tight areas to ensure that all of that dog hair and dust is blown out. Another example of use for our rubber, vinyl, and plastic. I'm not going to actually do it now because obviously this truck is very dirty, but this kind of trim here works great. Mirrors works great. Even these fender liners, it does magic. Are you the culprit? Now that this mat has been cleaned, let's hit it with our rubber, vinyl, and plastic dressing. Get it nice and shined up. What I like about this too is it dresses it, it makes it shiny, but it does not make it slippery. This is dry. This was where it's normally stained. Even after you wash it, you get some of the stains in the WeatherTex or any of these hard kind of plastic floor mats. This dressing hides any of that staining, brings it right back to life. All right guys, now that we completed the wash, let's just go over these products one more time. First and foremost, we have our wash and wax. Remember, this can be used with a foam gun or in a bucket. This is for washing your car. We have our quick detailer. This is used in between washes. If your car's just a little dusty, kind of like a waterless wash, works very well for that. Or after the wash, to clean up any streaks from the wash or drying process on the paint. We're gonna bring up the all-purpose cleaner next. This is for actually cleaning. Not painted surfaces, but pretty much anything else. Any sort of trim, your tires, a lot of interior components. This works great. And then after, you're gonna use the rubber, vinyl, and plastic. This is a dressing to make anything that's not a painted surface shine, be bright, look new. Head on over to the website, get yourself some detailed products, get yourself some merch, get entered to win, and we got a clean car. What else can I say?
Thank you.